Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome. Today we are going to be doing an unboxing review and first run on the 2015 Hornby Percy. What pushed them and pulled my train?
It's me, Joshua Garrett. Welcome to my channel.
Jesse, hurry! Oh my gosh!
Hey guys, this is Joshua D9000 here with another video, and quite possibly the most significant video that I have ever posted on this channel. Today is May 19th, which is a very special day because not only is it my dad's birthday, happy birthday dad, today marks the 10-year anniversary of my YouTube channel. That's right. This has been a decade of fun. And I gotta be honest, I've always been thinking about this day. I have absolutely no idea. Like, I knew it would come, but I had no idea where I was going to be, how popular this channel would be, what I would even be posting. I had no idea, but here we are. And that time has finally come. And I'm very happy to say that I am completely satisfied with the way things are going. And I look forward to the next 10 years. And I'm even more curious about where I'll be. So basically what I'm going to do with this video, it's going to be very chill, you know? Because that's what I like to do on birthdays, just chill. I got my sparkling, bubbly, cherry-flavored water and this attempt at a Gauge 1 replica of Thomas. I guess he can sit here and chill. Got my Thomas shirt. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna talk about this channel and its humble beginnings and just how it all began and where it all started. So, when it goes into my background, there's this video. I think it's titled like My Thomas Story. It's on my new channel, DD Trains, which is solely dedicated to trains. Go check that out if you haven't. Link is in the description box below. And I basically talk about how Thomas was, basically the biggest influence in my childhood. I loved it so much, how I got into the franchise and all that. I loved watching YouTube way back in the mid 2000s, early 2010s, when it was first getting started. And I would make my own videos. We had this old family camcorder from like 2008, and I would just record videos. And, it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't until I think around like 2013, 14, somewhere around that time, probably like middle school or high school, I decided, you know what, I'm actually going to upgrade and get my own movie making software. So my dad got me some software as well as a huge bin of like Thomas Wooden Railway stuff. And I would just make my own videos, I would make my own videos. And again, like I was making videos all throughout my childhood, long before I was even editing them. And I would edit them with sound effects, train puffing sounds. In order to get those sound effects, I would basically use my smartphone at the time, because yes, smartphones did exist back, in the early 2010s. And I would basically just record I would set my phone up next to the speaker and just record the sound there, which is why the quality wasn't really as good. And yeah, I would just do those voiceovers. I would send that via my email address. I would email myself those recordings, is what I meant to say. And I would basically record those sound effects and just post them and just edit them into the video. That's pretty much how it is, And I would do that so many times for like years. But I never really posted them on YouTube. I never posted them on social media. Growing up, I was an extremely introverted kid. I was not good at socializing. And I think that's probably the reason why I struggled a lot with depression. I wasn't really connecting with a lot of people, and I wasn't really in an environment where I felt like I could, where people just shared my values. I didn't feel comfortable enough with these people to just sit back and just be myself, Public middle schools here in the U.S. are not the greatest, but I'm a 26-year-old man now. I've grown up. I'm way better at socializing, than I was in the past, But I wasn't comfortable with social media. I didn't really like social media. I always thought it would be bad. But I was slowly growing over time, and it wasn't until I would say like junior year of high school was when I really began to grow out of my shell. Now, how does this relate to this YouTube channel? Well, the very first video on this channel, titled Thomas and Gordon, which is basically a parody episode of like the very first episode of the classic series, that video, it says, made 10 years now. That video is not actually 10 years old. It's actually 11 years old. It was made back in 2015, not 2016. I made that video for a speech project, and it was more of like, our assignment was to like make videos that involved like certain principles of speech, and it had to be X amount of minutes long. I think it had to be at least like 4 minutes. So that was my speech project. And to my surprise, everybody loved it. Everybody thought it was funny. They thought it was humorous. They thought, you should make your own YouTube channel, Josh. And I was in private school at the time, private Baptist Christian school at the time. I wasn't in public school, because I definitely don't think I would have gotten that reaction if I was in public school. So I was in private school during high school, and I was on the fence about it, I didn't really want to take that step. That was all that happened in the 10th grade, 2015. Yeah, that was in the 10th grade. 2016, 11th grade, which is junior year of high school. That's when I was also taking speech class. And another video, the second video was Off the Rails, which is a parody of, Off the Rails from season 1. And I made another video. It was about 10 minutes longer, and everybody loved it. And they said, yeah, Josh, you should make another YouTube channel. And I said, you know what? I'll do it. I think I'll finally start stepping out of my shell, because it was during that junior year was when I really started to connect with people. I really started to grow out of my shell and feel more comfortable in myself. Or confident, I should say. So I started the YouTube channel. It was May 19th. I think it was like a Sunday or something. I can't remember. We were just getting back from my dad's birthday, because normally when we celebrate birthdays, it's kind of like a family tradition. We usually go out to dinner and eat at a restaurant. So we had just gotten back from the restaurant. I think it was around like 6:40 p.m., 7 p.m. I can't remember the exact time. I'll have to check. But that's when I thought, you know what? I'll post my first video, Thomas and Gordon. And I posted it. Didn't really get a whole lot of views, of course, because, it's just a random channel. But then I posted the second video, Off the Rails, 10 days later. And I liked it. It was a lot of fun. So I continued making more videos. I continued making more videos. And you can go on my YouTube and just click the oldest tab and see all my old content. It's all there. But one of the issues that I had with it was that it wasn't very original. It wasn't, original. A lot of these were kind of just, parodies of what other popular YouTube channels have done. Like that Slippery Rails video. It's basically a copy, a rip-off of Sparkshot Custom Creations' original episode. And, I wasn't really proud of that, the fact that I was doing that. I mean, I don't know, I didn't really, I didn't feel right. So I decided to start my own series. I called it HB Bachman, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, which is kind of a forced title now that I'm thinking about it in retrospect. But, it was an original idea. I started my own series featuring Thomas and James. Though Thomas's arc in that movie, that 4-part movie, basically is copy and paste from the original storybooks. I don't think that's wrong. I think the original episodes are pretty much fair game. Then I move on to episode 1 and 2, which basically revolve around James and how, he doesn't want to pull trucks, and Hewitt is trying to kind of showing him up on the railway, and finally gets to pull the express. Very careless, gets himself in an accident. The railway closes down. Or at least I think that's what happens. I don't remember. I gotta watch the video. That was in 2017, and I was getting ready to finish high school and getting ready to move off to college. And I couldn't post, I couldn't post videos anymore because all my model trains were packed up and I was sitting in a dorm room, 24/7. So the show kind of just went dormant, and that's when I started getting into gaming. I had a friend who taught me about PC gaming and that I could do it. Taught me how to play my favorite Cars video games on there, like Pixar Cars and Mater National. And that's when this channel slowly began to turn into a gaming channel, and I loved it so much. I would post videos more and more often. I would always play the story mode in its entirety, then I'd do showcases of each character, each car, and I would start off with Mater and then end on Lightning McQueen because Lightning McQueen is the best. And I've basically just been following that formula ever since. I've been posting videos non-stop every single day. And Did you know that I've been posting videos every single day, nonstop, since like August 18th? Because it all started with that famous tractor tipping video of Lightning McQueen. I think it has like 1 million views at this point. Thank you to all of you who watched it, by the way. And I think the reasoning why it started off there was because we were staying in a hotel, the Wi-Fi wasn't good, so I couldn't actually post that video on time. And ended up getting pushed back, like, because I was already posting videos daily beforehand. So I ended up missing a day because I couldn't get the video uploaded in time, because we were staying in a hotel, it was 2019, we were getting ready to drop off my sister at college for the first time. So, yeah, I've been posting videos nonstop, and I don't intend on stopping. It's been like 6-7 years at this point, and I'm going to keep posting, because I love it so much, and I really, really enjoy it. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, the rest is history, man. It's now 10 years. It's crazy, and I'm so happy with my channel. Thank you so much to everyone who has watched me, who has liked my videos, who has commented, who has subscribed. I don't know the exact stats off my head, but I'm just going to go ahead and put them on the screen now. Thank you so much. This video has been dragging out for a while, so I'll go ahead and conclude it. But before I do, I want to go ahead and talk about what's to come next for this channel. So I got some really awesome content for you guys. A little over a month ago, I was able to get my hands on a modified Xbox 360. This is an RGH3 Slim console that uses Aurora. For those of you in the Xbox community, you probably know what that is. For those of you who don't, it's simply just a way to modify your console to bypass all of the structures inside the console to basically download and get any game that you want. You can move files, you can modify games, do all that stuff. There's a very special seller on Etsy that basically makes these consoles himself. I'll go ahead and leave a description to his website. He is wonderful. He is great. Before, I was messing around with a lot of settings, and I ended up screwing things up, and he was so kind and gracious and patient with me in helping to fix up everything. Very happy that he was able to do that. Very happy. So I definitely recommended him. He's agreed to let me give him credit on his YouTube channel. So I'll go ahead and leave a link to his website in the description. There is a website that does sell these consoles. I do not recommend buying from there. I tried to buy from there, and Navy Federal, which is my bank, would not process the transaction. So likely, I think this website is probably a scam. So don't go there. Stay on a trusted source like Etsy or eBay. Just use the link. Just use the link. But other than that, I'm going to be playing Cars Xbox 360. I'll also be providing live commentary with a webcam. That content will be for members only. Now, for regular viewers, I will be posting a review of Cars the video game. That review will be coming out on June 9th, because I believe that was the official day Cars premiered in the US in theaters. Speaking of which, it's the 20-year anniversary, and I can't believe I forgot to mention that. Like one of my favorite video game franchises turning 20 years old. So basically, the Xbox 360 video game play videos of my webcam will come out on June 6th for members. The review will come out on June 9th. As for the daily uploads, I'm still playing through, the Mater National content. Y'all can continue to watch that. Mario Kart Double Dash will be returning. I found a new mod that doesn't really have an official name. It's more of just a customizable. It's basically just a way that you can customize and add all these different new types of tracks. There's a whole community that makes them, and I'm basically going to be playing a lot of those, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for those videos. They'll come out by the end of this month. May 28th, I believe, is the day that they'll come out. But other than that, Yeah, man, it's been 10 years, man. It's been a wild ride, and here's to 10 more, right, Thomas? Yeah. Yeah, you're not on my current channel anymore. You're on my new channel again, DD Trains. Go check it out. So, I think that concludes it for this video. This is Josh with DD9000 signing off. 10 years, man. A whole decade. Here's to 10 more. Peace.